kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll run with McKissick. And some room to maneuver. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Thomas has got it. Complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Throwing is Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down. Now
Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake. Wentz sliding out of the pocket to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Throwing on 1st down.
Ryder. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts
as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On 1st down, Ryder. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Back to throw. Ryder forced out to his left. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Off the play fake. Ryder. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Jeff Smith, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to air one out. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and
they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 1st and 10, Ryder flushed out right. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Gibson. 130 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Gibson.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. To throw is Wentz. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Thomas. And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now a give to Breida. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Looking to throw. Ryder flush to his right. toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on third down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the gun, Ryder, he'll buy some time right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off play action. Ryder on the move to his left. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Kalen Balazs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. 2 able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Working from the gun, Wentz.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Wentz. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd and 16. They'll run. It's Gibson.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Washington on 3rd down.
Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Now Wentz. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. From Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Wentz. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Wentz to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. So fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Wentz going to look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shut. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want to execute.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at about the 31. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Curry, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.